My sister wasn't an active seeker of addiction help. However, I, being her brother and wanting her to live, convinced her that she should try. So we did try some things. We tried Oregon City. There was a mental health clinic which had been recommended by the hospital, I believe, was Adventist, where there was an intervention actually, because she was in late stage addiction, and so they suggested, here's where you can go if you want some assistance. So I went with her, and then they recommended AA, and it was a miracle that she was open to it. So I went with her, and so Laura never had the formal, I just think it's miraculous what you offer there, life change, because Laura didn't completely want it, so she couldn't get that kind of help. And that, I'm thinking, is actually probably at some deep level why I like and love the work that you do, because you're offering help for people in recovery. And I know that your statistics are such for the people that complete your program, they're good. They're good with God, they're good with themselves, they're accountable to themselves, they're working it every day. Laura was, no, it was more like, I'm an alcoholic, but I just might go drinking tonight and call you up, Brad, and I just might within 6 months be dead, right? So that's why I'm still doing some work for both of us.
So then another question, I guess, Sal, that's a really great answer, thank you, would be, imagining how to program like what UGM has to offer for women existed, and had Laura been open to going to something like that, what would you hope for her life, or what would you imagine her life being like if Laura had been able, maybe you started with this, if Laura had been able to be a part of a program like they have at the Union Gospel Mission?
It's a hypothetical question. Yeah.
If my sister Laura had the opportunity to work with her addiction in a program like Union Gospel Mission's Women's Center, which quite interestingly is just a couple of golf drives from where we live. It's very close, maybe more than a couple. I think she would have had a fighting chance. I think she had no fighting chance because she didn't, in her life, because she didn't want the help. But if she wanted the help, another challenge for us was finding it, for heaven's sakes. We went to a number of mental health facilities that were telling us what to do and telling me what to do, and it wasn't always in our best interest, including even having Laura on the phone when having a confidential conversation with me that completely negated any kind of possibility of trust between brother and sister, which I had to repair. So I would have been delighted had there been a recovery program like Union Gospel Mission offers, but I also know that Laura would have had to have wanted it. If she had wanted it, or even if she'd gone there with an intervention, I think she would have had a fighting chance, and that would be everything. It would have been on her, but there was damage from this LSD. There was damage from 25 years of drinking. I still think that's what comes to mind, a fighting chance, and I think every human being deserves that.
You know, it is true. Oh, if you have another follow-up.
No, go ahead.
I mean, it is true that it really, until, and even now, it's woefully short on facilities for women and addiction in every city in America. But the fact that the mission now has the Women's Center, which is just right down the road, the ability to have that, I know you like to support that, which is part of why you know, you're willing to offer such a generous gift. Talk about what that facility means to you, and just what the mission means to you in terms of that fighting chance, because there haven't been that many facilities until even recently, and even now there's still not enough.
Anybody who offers addiction recovery expertise warms my heart, specifically for women even more so, because my sister, I know that her circumstance was perhaps a bit unusual, but I am warmed by anybody that offers that hope and that help. And it's my prayer that women will want to avail themselves of that. And it's my prayer that there are sufficient funds that will help that to grow and flourish. And I had an idea, I'm a composer. So I've actually in the last 6 months been purposefully not composing so much so that other ideas might come to the fore. One was, I thought of a neat idea for my wife, an audio birthday card where 91 people said happy birthday, how much they loved her, sang songs, that sort of thing. Okay, another idea that came to me while we were at the beach, because I wasn't composing, although I did compose 2 songs last week, was this. 6 figures. I want to offer 6 figures and I want it matched because that's how much I believe in this. And I want to offer it just because it helps to make Laura's memory matter and it feels right.